My name is Joe Murray. I'm a gastroenterologist at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester and a member of the Celiac Disease Clinic here. Today I'm talking to you about a paper that was published by my colleagues and I on new treatments for celiac disease. Celiac disease has been treated now for over 60 years with a gluten-free diet. Indeed, that's been the only option for treatment. And while we've thought of it as a generally effective option, it turns out it's not quite so effective. Not everybody heals their intestine. Many patients continue to have quite troublesome symptoms that occur on an often frequent and unpredictable basis. Should patients with celiac disease be excluded from the possibility of having some helpful treatment in addition to a gluten-free diet? I think of myself, for example, I have ragweed allergy. I can completely avoid ragweed by moving to the North Pole, but that's not practical. I use treatment to help me cope with the exposure to ragweed that occurs during my daily life during the ragweed season. Why shouldn't patients with celiac disease have the possibility of help that would help them cope with the ubiquitous nature of gluten in their environment? Not saying that a gluten-free diet isn't necessary, it absolutely is. But can we help people live better, relieve their symptoms, and perhaps even heal the intestine? In this review, in Gastroenterology Reports, my colleagues from Quintiles, which is a company that specializes in measuring outcomes and looking at clinical trials, and I review the current landscape of treatments for celiac disease and where those are in the pipeline. Developing drugs for any disease is a slow process. It takes many years and a lot of money to invest it in often something that may not work, to come up with treatments for any disease. And celiac disease is no different. Indeed, in celiac disease, because there is a treatment, the gluten-free diet, it's important that any new treatment be safe and effective. Now this differentiates itself from things that are maybe one can go to a drugstore or to a health food store and buy something that claims it cuts down on gluten. Those are not drugs. They've neither been proven to be safe or effective for the treatment of any disease, and certainly not celiac disease. But what we review in this paper are all of the different treatment approaches that we know of that are in development. These vary from things to help pre-digest gluten in the intestine after it's eaten, to things that alter the, we call them tight junctions or permeability of the gut, to other things that might interrupt the immune system or perhaps even produce some level of tolerance. It should be pointed out all of these things are investigational. Some of them are in clinical trials, and patients have been given these under careful scrutiny of a research study. And others haven't quite made it that far yet. But I think there's a lot of hope that something will work and will make life better for patients with celiac disease. Thank you.